All right. Woo! Welcome to the Line and Roars. We got Brian Meulen music on tonight. I'm
What's
John.
up?
That's Chris. Dukester. How we all doing?
All good. How you doing, John?
I'm doing good. Came in sliding in sideways, but that's the way we do things around here.
Nice. You're looking spooky tonight too.
Yeah. Woo! It's
Yeah.
Halloween's coming. How you doing, Chris?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Enjoying a break right now because, getting ready to move tomorrow.
Yep. Conserve that energy, friend.
Yes. Thankfully, I got a half day at work so I can get here and help.
Brian and I are going to be flying up, red eye in it, helping you out.
Brian doesn't have far to go.
I'm
Like
too
an
old
hour.
for that, man. Yeah, I tell all my friends there's no way I can help move anymore. My poor herniated disc tell me otherwise.
Yeah, man. Sorry. Yeah, that's definite no, isn't it? Yeah, Brian. So how you been?
I've been good, man.
A little while since we had you on.
Yeah, it's been a while. Lot going on since I've been on. But I haven't gotten anything out yet. But we're working on it still. I'm not giving up. Yeah, it got knocked down a few times, but we're trying to get back up on our feet.
Hell yeah. That's what you do, man. I understand you've been traveling a little bit lately abroad.
Oh man, yeah, you had to bring that up. That was a dream trip. Yeah, that was incredible. We spent 10 days on a cruise in the Mediterranean. Actually followed by a few days in Barcelona, and then we spent some time after that in Venice, Italy, and then Rome. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a different part of the world, man. Holy cow, life is different.
Yeah, puts a new perspective on things getting out there, doesn't it?
It does. I love history. I was a history major in college. Yeah, and it was like a storybook going out there. All the, history just popping out of the ground.
Right.
But there's good and bad. Things are different out there too. Your head's always on a swivel because there's people trying to rob you pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, man. That
So
puts
it's
a new
not,
perspective on it, definitely.
yeah, it's not like my country life out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and you're over there as, tourist, just checking out the things, and yeah, I got to watch every turn sometimes, huh?
Yeah, no, somebody tried to pickpocket me in Rome for sure, and and a couple people we ran into definitely got pickpocketed, and yeah, it was just running rampant out there. I was warned. People told me, that it was definitely a thing out there that you have to watch out for. So I was ready. Had zippered pockets, so they didn't.
There you go, man. So I don't know if you want to relive it, the experience that much, but what was that like? Did he like bump into you? And I assume it was he.
Well, he was kind of trying to run a little scam. He gave me and my wife a bracelet, and then, for free, right? And
Right,
then
right.
he's like asking for cash, and I just wanted him out of there. So I'm like, and just give him a couple bucks or something. And he was not happy with what we gave him. So and the whole time that we were trying to like get him something, I'm like trying to shield Anne from them seeing or him seeing
Any weirdness? Yeah, fuck yeah.
what was in her purse, and then he kept like kind of trying to creep around the back of me, and I'm like, dude, all right, so
Oh man, sorry to hear that, brother. Yeah, that stinks. So tell us about some of the highlights, man. That you
oh
said
yeah,
you went
so,
around. If you don't mind, I'm curious.
yeah, no, shout out to Celebrity Cruises, man. We went on a cruise a long, long time ago, um, and I didn't cruise for like 10 years because it was such a bad experience, and I just felt like we were we were herded around like cattle everywhere, and you're in the same elevator going to the same place at the same time, and everybody's rubbing elbows, and I just didn't like the experience. but celebrity really, kind of spreads things out, and they run an awesome cruise line, and the ship was incredible. The meals were fantastic. Um, the pool was great. There was always a spot open. Entertainment was good.
When you were going in towards Italy, were you getting close to like? I guess you were staying in the Mediterranean, so you're coming up like at the sole of the boot kind of thing, or were you
Yeah.
getting up in there?
So we did our first stops were in Turkey, and then we went to Greece, um, and then from there we went to Naples. So we went up to Naples, and then up to Rome. So we kind
Okay,
of
so yeah, you were up in
we
there. Yeah,
went
you went
we
up there.
were
Yeah,
yeah, we definitely went around the whole boot. We could see Sicily when we were coming up through.
I was going to ask if they were stopping there or if that was part of. Could you check out which stops you wanted to make, or it's all pretty much predestined, right?
Yeah, no, it was definitely predestined. Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, we had two stops in Turkey, two in Greece, and then two in Italy.
gotcha.
And then, yeah, when we were done, well, I mean, we started in Barcelona, which I was trying to get a hold of Ryan over at R&D. Um,
Right.
yeah, he didn't get back to me. He was telling me to hit him up when we got out there, and then he didn't get back to me. But he's got
Yeah.
a lot going on. I understand, but I was kind of hoping to hook up with Ryan. But yeah, no, Barcelona was amazing. I don't know if you guys are coffee fans, but Barcelona,
Oh hell yeah,
I got
man.
the coffee in Barcelona was just like I was expecting Italy to be good, but Barcelona was fantastic.
Fuck yeah, win in Barcelona. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you got into inland Rome very much? Did you take a tour of the city, or
So we ended in Rome. The cruise dumped us off in Rome, and we took a high speed train directly when we got off the cruise right up to Venice. But we came back and spent a couple days in Rome later after Venice.
hell yeah, those high speeds they're like 200 plus, right? I mean, they're getting up there.
It did say yeah we were like 190 or something like that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it didn't feel like it though. I mean it was pretty. You'd think it was like super fast and you'd feel it, but you didn't feel.
I think they run on magnets, man.
Yeah,
you're you're elevated. Yeah, that's fucking cool shit, man.
yeah. Your ears are popping left and right.
Going up in the mountains pretty fast, huh?
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
wow.
The mountains was cool, man. But I gotta say I'm a little disappointed. They littered a lot of the countryside with solar panels and windmills, and it was not as picturesque as I expected.
Yeah. So what's been going on with Brian Meulen music besides your collab with Superposition?
Yeah. So no. Yeah, we had a lot going on. Last time I was on with Bolts for Whiskey. That ended. You'll have to ask them why. I don't really know.
Yeah, right.
All I know is we were having a little bit of creative differences writing. Didn't think it was that big of a deal, but apparently they did. So, so
Gotcha.
that ended, and then kind of went back to the drawing board on myself. I, started talking to Aaron over at DSC Labs, and he's been guiding me a lot in production. Hired a vocal
Excellent.
coach who's also a producer. So we're working on one thing that I feel is a big weakness of mine is producing my own vocals.
Right.
So we're working on that, and seeing what we can do. In the meantime, we're writing. I did have a song that got released by a young lady. Her name was Liv Hatfield. Song is called "Not for You." My wife, myself, and her wrote it. So
Oh, nice.
that's been out there. Cool
Can we
stuff.
listen to that tonight, maybe?
Yeah, we can listen. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I
Chris,
yeah.
Chris, can you be like bringing that up?
I
Sorry to
don't,
stop the show,
I
but
don't know if she
let's
has a
definitely hear
video.
that.
Yeah, I don't know if she has a video for it, but it's out there.
We can do audio, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, we've got the thing. We just kind of went back with you on Eastbound and Down. I got a little clip. We could probably play 30 seconds of that later. Give a taste, huh?
Right on.
If you
Fuck yeah.
want. I don't know.
Yeah, let's
Vocals
do
not cool on that yet, but we'll get there.
it. Give it a taste.
Steve Platt. I've got a thing going on with Steve Platt that we're working on. Deidre Patrick. Um,
Oh, I had forgotten about that thing with Deidre. Yeah, I'm glad to
yeah,
hear that's still in the works. Yeah, right
I
on.
actually finished writing that this weekend, and so yeah, we got to talk about how we're gonna get that recorded. So there's a little bit of work to do on that yet, but we're working on that still. And
I'm
then
not I'm not asking for a snippet, but what's that sound like? What can you divulge?
it's very country, yet it's got it caters to the blues a little bit. So we
Oh, it's gonna be
we,
great, man. Right
yeah,
on.
we wrote it in the key of drop D, which Deidre was really happy about. She seemed to really be pumped about that key for her voice.
Yeah,
And it's good for me too. So yeah, it gives me a really good country vibe and gives her a good bluesy vibe. So I feel like that's coming out really good. So I can't wait to get going on that. But
that's E
I
standard
don't
tuning.
know. What's that?
Are you speaking of E standard or drop D or
So we're gonna stick in drop D on that one. Yeah,
drop D? Gotcha.
yeah, yeah.
Is
So I
that
wrote
is
it.
that is that prevalent in country western? Sorry to ask stupid ass questions if that is a stupid ass question of the world of country, but
It can be. There's several songs in drop D. God, you're putting me on the spot. I know drop C sharp is Luke Combs has a really popular song. Beer Never Broke My Heart in drop C sharp. My song Heaven in the Country is in drop D.
learn something new.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Speaking of which, these are oldies but goodies at this point, right? But let's check them out. Semi oldie.
Semi old. Year old. 2 years old on that one, right?
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah. And who made these videos?
Mama's Maiden, of course.
Yeah, hell yeah! Woo!
Are you there? Happy birthday, Kimmy. We missed it last week.
Did you hear
I
that?
was I was like so excited to be on the birthday show, and then it didn't happen.
Yeah, yeah.
That was my fault.
Yep. Brian gave you a happy birthday. Yeah. All right. And which one do you want to hear first? Let's hear some of your prior tunage.
Well,
I'll
let's do
say,
Heaven in the Country since we talked about it.
Sounds good,
okay.
Chris, I'm sorry. Did you have one booted up? I can see that.
I had Live Hatfield Not For You booted up, but I can switch.
No, what do you? I don't mean to think on my feet too much here, but what do you say since you have it booted up? Let's go ahead and
Go
switch
for it.
gears again and go that route. Um, Brian, set this up again, will you? So it's you and Annie.
Yeah, so this was really interesting. Like, I just went to go meet Annie. Annie was writing with a young lady in town. She's 15. Um, just amazing voice. And Annie hooked her up with her producer, and they've been writing all sorts of stuff. She's got an EP out already. And Annie was writing a song with her. I walked in the room, and they were stuck on something, and I helped them out, and they threw a co-write my way, and and she's the most
Sweet.
grateful young girl. Like I barely helped her with a few ideas, and she gives me a co-write on this song, right? Which is super cool of her to do. Didn't have to do it at all, and I was just doing it out of the
Nice.
goodness of my heart. Honestly, I didn't even expect it. But her mom
Respect.
called me and asked me for my ASCAP number and all that good stuff, and
Nice.
they paid to cut it and all that good stuff. They bought the song.
So she's rocking and rolling, so to speak, at 15. How long has she been in the biz? Has she been
Yeah, so she met Annie at an open mic probably a year and a half ago, maybe so when she was 13ish, and they've been really good friends, ever since, and we're friends with the family, and Annie's been helping her out and introducing her to people. She's actually with Brickshore Media, Chris, Nicole. Um, so yeah, she's serious about it, and she's really she played CMA Fest last year at the Hard
sweet?
Rock. Yeah,
Sweet.
she's
Right on.
rocking and rolling and hitting the ground running for sure. And she's amazing. She's done a couple festivals out here and big stages. And She comes. She did a guest spot with Annie on her show Friday night, Saturday night last week. So
Awesome. Look forward to hearing it. Let's go ahead and do that.
Sounds good.
And what was the title one more time? I apologize.
not for you.
Not for you.
This morning's makeup looked better before I told you to leave and walk out the door. Letting you go was the right thing to do. I wasn't ready to see this through. Everyone in school had a hand to hold the pressures and rules written in bold of how a young girl's life should really be. Can you break the mold when just a teen? We had attraction, we had chemistry, but when it comes to love, there's no guarantee. I know I pulled the trigger and turned your heart blue, but I can't sacrifice me for you. Not for you. This wasn't intentional. I do feel the glares. That sweatshirt you're wearing tells me you still care. I've second guessed it a million times, but I'll never find me in another's eyes. So chill with your friends like it's no big deal. We both know for a minute it was very real, and please take this as my apology. It's not as easy as it seems. We had attraction, we had chemistry, but when it comes to love, there's no guarantee. I know I pulled the trigger and turned your heart blue, but I
Are we back?
I'm trying to get my mic back on. Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah,
That was gorgeous.
thanks. That was
So,
interesting. Interesting writing for a 14, 15-year-old girl,
yeah.
Different
So,
perspective.
and I'm feeling like a dope tonight. What was her name again, please?
Liv Hatfield.
So that was her and Annie primarily singing. Did I hear
No,
Annie in there?
that was just her.
Just her? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and she had the same producer as we've used in the past down there. Yeah, so
Right. Good tunage, man.
all-star cast of musicians for sure again.
Right on. Yeah. So let's go ahead and roll into the next one if we could, Chris.
Heaven in the Country, is that the next one?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and didn't make it.
Drop D. This is badass. Joel Keys wrote this guitar, the acoustic guitar line on this. He did it on a Taylor Resonator, which was just you could hear it right in the intro. It's incredible. But Joel Keys, 2 weeks after he did this, actually no, I take that back. He was on my next song, She Left Me with the Whiskey, but 2 weeks after he did She Left Me with the Whiskey, he won a Grammy for the Cody Johnson song, Till You Can.
Nice. And again, this is a Mama's Maiden studio video. Hell yeah.
Badass video.
Yes.
But
You ready?
This one turned out great. There's a lot of personal stuff that I gave Kimmy on this, and she put it together really awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Right on. Yeah, let's go ahead, Chris. Let her roll.
Bought a tall drink for the cutest blonde, like I do every Friday night. An old blue collar pool hauled on one, queuing up a pickup line. Didn't care that Hardy was out of my league, with her foo-foo diamonds and pearls. I'm just a good time payday country boy, picking up a downtown girl. Around here, she said, I'm trying just to get away from the pressures of the city life. Well, she came to the right damn place. We talked all night in that honky-tonk. Oh, the stories those walls could tell. The night could have gone the other way. She could have told me to go to hell. But she found heaven in the country. I could see it in her eyes. Said she'd rather wear camouflage Tiffany and blend into the simple life. Trading the Dom Perignon for a little taste of homemade wine. She found heaven in the country. I could see it in her eyes. Next day I saw her walking barefoot in the rain down a muddy road. I said, hop on in, let's take a spin. I know just a place to go. Above the town, I threw a blanket down and God painted up the sky. And before we even knew it, our love was lighting up like fireflies. 'Cause she found heaven in the country, forever in my eyes. Said she'd rather wear camouflage Tiffany and blend into the simple life. Trading a Dom Perignon for a little taste of homemade wine. She found heaven in the country. I could see it in her eyes. country. Well, I can see it in her eyes. Said she'd rather wear camouflage Tiffany and blend into this simple life. Trading her Dom Perignon for a little taste of homemade wine. She found heaven in the country. I could see it in her eyes. She's heaven in the country.
Love that one, man.
I love that video. Give me,
Love it.
Kimmy
Love that
should be,
video too. Yeah, fuck
she
yeah.
should be next to you on that. That video is just so awesome. There's so much, there's so much personal stuff in that. You know, that sunset pic was literally right down the street at the golf course.
Yeah,
You know,
pulled
that
it
we
off
live
well.
next to, and you know, one really fun thing about it. So when Kimmy gave me that video, like I didn't tell her anything about a truck or anything like that, and you know, a big part of that video is that F-150 going down the road, right?
Right.
Well, that song when we originally set out to write it was supposed to include like my F-150 from when I first started dating Anne. You know, I was it was a weird thing where you know we were writing and I kept coming back to this truck, you know, because it's country music. You got to sing about a truck, right? and
You got it.
then Kimmy has it in the video, and it was awesome. So,
It's prerequisites like skulls and metal, right?
right. But no, it's just really cool. That's you know that's our story, and you know that's Annie on background vocals in that
Yeah.
song too, and you know it's kind of special to us. So you know,
And if I'm hearing you correctly, it's another testament, yet another testament of how Mama will get in your head.
she was in my head apparently.
Find those back, those little tidbits and facts of the story. Yeah. So, hell yeah. Let's talk a little bit about our project. So, did you say you had a snippet of Eastbound and Down that some of the
Yeah.
beginnings?
You know, if this works, I mean, I might be able to play like the first. I don't know if you want me to play like the first
Yeah,
20 or
just 20
30
seconds,
seconds.
something like that. Let's see how
Yeah,
it's coming along on your end.
yeah. Let's see how it goes. Here we go. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go, and it's sure time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old Benny run. You can put hard on the pedal, son, never mind the damn brakes. Let it all hang out, cause we got a run to make. The boys out of Winston in Atlanta, and this feeling takes up town. We'll bring it back, no matter what it takes. How's that?
Ah, woo! Woo! Coming to you. Hell
That
yeah.
was fun. That was quite. I mean, it was quite a task to learn that bass line, man. Holy cow, that thing is smoking fast. And it was,
Yeah, tell me about it. Jerry Reed's the master on the lead.
oh my god, yeah. I mean, not only that. I mean, the acoustic is so fast. Like I had to get on a metronome to work my.
Yeah, yeah, I've been playing the rhythm part of it too, man. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was insane. I'm like, it's just a strumming pattern. What the heck is going on here?
Yeah, Jerry Reed, the man. Going little backstory on this. This is all because of you, Chris. I yes, it is. Hell yeah, it is. I'm thinking it's your radio show, Brian. Those of you that don't know, Chris is the man. He's got DPF radio rolling, and we do a radio show over there. A couple of them. And Brian was a prior DJ over at DPF Radio. Did an excellent job on their country western show. And I'm tuned into it. If I'm wrong on any of this, I may have imagined the whole thing, but I tune in, and Kimmy's always there. I'm in there, and mentioning this, mentioning that, and Chris had said, "Yeah, you guys should do a metal country kind of thing."
Oh
That
yeah.
was the inception of this whole project. Uh, unless I dreamed it, of course. But we're uh, we're working on this, and ironically, I do have to, you know, ecro a little bit. It's about a song being, or it's about a task being done on the spot. We can do it in a weekend. We're getting over to Texarkana and back, and it's been a year project for me on my end anyway. But again, Jerry Reed, he's the man. That lead is challenging, and I've got it on the run. We're going to have that out soon. It's also a dual lead, and it's going to be, excellent. We plan on doing it justice.
The harmony, yeah, harmony.
Yeah, harmony lead. Fuck yeah! It's a great Americana song that both of us grew up with. When we started talking about it as a suggestion, it was just hell yeah. I think I remember you put it. What Smokey and the Bandit was life back then.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It was a staple in my house for sure. I still, if it comes on, I'm watching it. I don't care.
It's almost got a Mel Brooks kind of esque to it because it's not quite out there yet, but probably another 5 years and it'll be something you won't be allowed to watch or whatever. But it's we both grew up on it. It was on TV constantly, as I remember. But
Yeah. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm always going to be able to watch it because I'm not political like that. So.
Exactly, it's heavy metal. Uh, Yeah, I'm always been a sucker for anything Americana, and if it's got a country-esque thing to it, I love all those films. Fucking Coal Miner's Daughter, you name it, man. I was always watching that shit.
Yeah, I think I recorded that probably a year ago. So I think I think the bass and everything is good in there. And I redid the drums last weekend. The
Yeah,
first
man,
drum
it's coming
program,
along. I'm liking what I'm hearing for sure. Hell
the
yeah.
first drum program I had was just it wasn't doing it justice, and it didn't quite sound the way I wanted it to. And I picked up Easy Drummer and started building something on there. And I think that turned. It's not quite like the original, but sounds. I love it. It sounds
Again,
pretty good.
again, that whole band that he had was something else. I think it was like 8-piece, 10-piece at that point. Do you know off the top of your head, brother?
I don't. I could count
I've
it.
seen. No, that's all right. I've seen the video 100 times too. But that drum line is a shuffle beat, and I believe they called it a railroad shuffle or something to that effect.
I think it was four on the floor, or four on the floor, railroad, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Which is another testament to great American country and blues that they're growing up with the sounds that they grew up with,
Yeah.
or letting the sounds they grew up or had around them, ease into the music. A great tune. Look forward to having that one out. So let's play another one of your vids, brother.
Well, what do you want to go with? You want to go with She Left Me with the Whiskey, or you want me to pull up another little snippet of something I got going on here?
I always love snippets. Chris, are you in the mood for some more snippets?
Well,
Hey, I'm okay either way.
All right.
Let's see what I got here. I do have another metal country song that I'm playing with here, that I'm working with Steve. We're gonna dive in. It's kind of got a scratch vocal in it, like Steve.
Is this the Clap project that you're working on?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So,
So tell us a little bit about it. I happen to know that you're, I saw some of the posts that you were, or one of the posts anyway, that you released. And would you say that you were looking for some James influence coming into this?
definitely some James Hetfield influence, and I had to learn to grunt and scream. Chris is laughing.
Give us your best. Yeah.
I just can't see it.
I'm getting good at that, right?
That's the thing with indie artists, man. You never know what they're going to do. It just,
Well, you know what?
you can't trust them.
I'll tell you what. And when I started taking some vocal lessons later, one of my vocal coaches was telling me one of the best experiences he had was learning how to do metal because it just gave you so much, voice control, and it actually expands your range, to be able to scream and grunt and distort your voice in that way, and it was a pretty useful tool, which like I didn't even realize it was going to do this, but like it comes up in like my normal stuff now. Like I'm singing, and all of a sudden, oh hey, I just like broke my voice. Before I'm
You did
like
it safely. Now, remember that, kids out there.
right, but
Excellent,
yeah.
man.
But I'll do a little snippet of that too. I'll give you 15 or 20 seconds of that and see how that goes. Like I said, this isn't. Steve did his parts. I did the bass on this, and there's actually an acoustic guitar in here that I was pumped for this, man, because I actually got to play bass on a Steve Claptrap, track, which is he's amazing.
How did this come to fruition, man? Did you guys?
I think it was. I want to say it was on one of Tim's EWL shows that we were talking, and we said we should do something, and
Yeah.
I hit up Steve separately, and we did. And Steve had some music in mind, and I had some lyrics in mind, and I thought it was a good match, and we put them together and made it work. And Steve started with the guitars, and I told him I wanted to do the bass, and I think I called you, John. I gave you that little acoustic riff that I was like, this has got to be in that Steve Clatt thing, and
Right. Yeah.
that's kind of buried in there. I got to figure out a way to get that out in the mix a little bit more, but
And it does sound Kirk-esque. I gotta say,
yeah,
yeah.
that's for another time. But here, I'll give you a little taste. See if I can load this up here.
Excellent. Yeah, Steve Platt. I have not met the man in person. Chris, we got to get him on the show.
Yeah, you should. He's amazing. You're
Yeah,
right.
everything I've heard. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Kimmy. Isn't that the one we just heard from Storm Kingdom? Just had a released with him as well,
Yeah, and Joe.
and Joe as well. Yeah.
Joe did one with him too. Yeah. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
All
Lay it
right.
on us. What is this now? What is it?
There we go.
Same riff then.
Mhm.
And I realize that's the Clout Project. Do you guys have a title on that?
I originally titled it "Leaving Sanitarium."
Okay.
It was definitely inspired by the Metallica song "Sanitarium." But I think I've got another name for it, and I don't know if I'm going to divulge it yet. But
Okay. Working titles are great. So was that him playing electric on it then?
yeah, he did all the
So
electric guitars.
he took the acoustic line that you had and electrified it.
No, that acoustic line is actually still in there, and like I said, we really I need to work with Steve on that to get that to come out of the mix because it's really
Gotcha.
buried. You could barely
Gotcha.
hear it in there.
Gotcha.
And I do want that to come out a little bit more.
Yeah.
But his electric guitars are pretty overwhelming in that, so we'll have to figure that out in the final mix. But
Yeah.
you definitely
Sounded
hear the bass was another smoking bass line. That was pretty fun to do.
Oh yeah. Look forward to hearing that one and its completion.
Absolutely. I'm hoping that Steve had some stuff going on, and we put it aside for a little while. So I'm actually going to be working with a producer on the vocals because I just don't feel like this is where I want it to be right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I want it to be the best it can be, and I think Steve deserves that. He works with people that are way better than me, so So I want to make sure I do it justice. So I actually I got with a producer that we're going to work on the vocals on this with. We're going to start that Friday, so we'll see
Yeah.
how that goes.
Well, that's great. You know that you're able to progress as you're doing something and take a little time capsule of that point in your career when you were working on this, and that's what I love about collabs too.
Yeah, no, that's what's fun, and even with the stuff that we're working with you, John, man. I mean, the stuff, music is so new to me still. I still feel like a total beginner here, right? And it's just I progressed like so much from here to there, and it's
There's
like,
so
wow.
much to take in, especially if you're producing. Yeah,
Now
just
I want
learning.
to redo it. I want to do I want to do it now again because I know I can do way better, right? So
Yeah, and you come back to something after a little bit of time too, and just learning a DAW, frankly, is an undertaking. But hell yeah, let's go into the video now, Chris. The last video we had.
Sounds good. She left
Inlet.
me with the whiskey.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I searched this house over for that bottle of Beam. Guessing she tried to save us, 'cause she hid it from me. Oh Lord, work your magic, turn some water to wine to help stop the shaking, 'cause I'm too drunk to drive. Cushions were flying, didn't care where they landed, and checked under the Bible in a vanity stand. I thought it might be the last place I love, and holy sweet Jesus in the sock by the book. I found what I needed, along with a note saying if you choose to drink it, you're better off alone. So I drank to goodbye, knowing it made her heart bleed. She might be gone, but at least she left me with the whiskey. Heartbroken, spinning, I fell on the floor. I should have listened when she told me no more, but I danced with temptation, ashamed to be stoned, with no chance of redemption in the words that she wrote. I found what I needed, along with a note saying if you choose to drink it, you're better off alone. So I drank to goodbye, knowing it made her heart bleed. She might be gone, but at least she left me with the whiskey.
That's so fucking good, man.
It's classic country right there.
It's been a while since I've heard that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that
Who's
that
your
was that was a great song. It was another co-write with David Norris. Um, that was an interesting thing because yeah, Annie and I we've been married 25 years, and there's been a lot of ups and downs, and when I was writing that, I don't know, it was almost like I wasn't feeling it. It was more David's story than it was mine, which is funny. We actually recorded that at Tommy Harding's house, who's the drummer from Alabama.
oh, okay.
Happened to be right down the street from the rehab that David was in. And he had some issues with alcohol that he's made public. So I'm not telling anybody anything new, but it was a bad scene for him, and that all came out. And I quit drinking 3 years ago, and there were things that Annie and I didn't even discuss until after I quit drinking, that some of this stuff was a problem. And yeah, the song it's so relatable to a lot of people and relationships and a lot of stuff, and again, just classic country.
Yes, definitely classic country. Would
love
you,
it.
if I can interrupt, I'm sorry, man. Would is there a vocalist that you would say you gravitated towards the most on that as far as influence, or
Yeah, so David actually, when he was producing me, gosh, I wish I remember the song that we were listening to, but it was a Merle Haggard song that he had me listening to like for a week straight before we went into the studio with that, kind of as a reference.
yeah,
For
yeah. When you're producing, for those of you that might not know, when you're producing, there's sometimes a reference track that you'll go for, not to copy by any means, but if you're shooting for a certain sound or production value, you could easily have that at your access. And yeah, that's excellent. Yeah, I can't say that I'm a country aficionado at all, but I did hear my share of it growing up. I was thinking maybe some Charlie Pride or something like that. But you definitely hear that old country integrity in that song, and I love it, man. Who did
Yeah.
the? Were you playing guitar on that, Brian?
No, those are all professional cast musicians for that. Actually, Tommy Harding played the drums on that. The bass player was Allison Preston. She tours with Peter Frampton.
Nice.
Um, yeah, the steel player. Both my songs actually. Steve Henson from Marshall Tucker Band. Um,
Excellent.
yeah, killer musicians.
Love that. Yeah, the subtle use of effects that I've heard. It just makes it sound so country, but the tremolo and the slight wah, I think he was using a little bit in there, just so characteristic of that old
Yeah.
school.
So I play that one live a lot. Yeah, I actually do it acoustically, and we do like that little country roll, with the 1/4s or 1/7s, and just do the inside the chords, which is really cool.
Yeah, great stuff, man. Hell yeah. Did you have any other snippets booted up that you were going to share with us? Not looking for more content, man. I think you
And
shared quite a bit with
I'm
us.
debating because Deidre.
I wasn't going to say anything. I didn't know if you could say anything, but you already dropped the name.
Deidre's real secretive about stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
Chris, hang on. Let me confer with my co-host. Chris, you think Deidre would be pissed if we played some of her music?
well, Deidre's not on the track, so she hasn't recorded her
Oh,
vocals
well,
on it yet, so it would just be me singing her part.
nonetheless, what do you think, man?
I think you need to put a dress on so you can play a whole DJ part.
Well, it's just like I said, it's just me singing Deidre's part. Well, I'm not. I'm not singing like.
No. I respect her integrity on this. We love
Nobody
Deidre.
can
We're
sing
gonna have her back on real soon, so we
Yeah.
don't want to fuck anything up now.
But
Damn
no.
sure, damn sure don't want to, put a splinter in your guys' relationship.
And she watches this show, so yeah, we don't want to
I
risk
know
it.
she might be watching right now. What the fuck?
Might be, yeah. I don't know. You better check the chat. Make sure I'm not in trouble.
We'll put some calls out, Brian, and no, we can wait for that, man. I do look forward to hearing that very much.
Yeah, no, all I have anyway is like a work tape. There's something that I had been playing with, and I sent to her to kind of pitch it to her in the beginning. So it's not a lot of what the song's gonna be like anyway. So
Yeah, it's gonna be
I
great.
don't know. We'll see.
Right on.
But don't you have another
yeah.
solo song you're working on?
I do. I'm not actually. So I'm working on something, and it's for my grandfather. Kind of both my grandfathers, really. Um, it's called Anybody's Grandpa, and it's really a thank you to people who've served our country, including both my grandfathers. You know, my in World War II, both my grandfathers were Purple Heart recipients. One of them two, which is amazing, and it's really special to me. And I kind of want to release it somewhere around June next year. Um, and I haven't really done. I've got some really crap stuff on it so far. I don't know if I want to share any of that.
Say craft with an F
Crap.
or
With the P.
Crappy. Crappy.
well, we'll hear that one. We can hear that one on next one. That's all good.
Yeah, no, we'll get to that. I actually, so I was working on it
That's
with
an awesome,
I was
fucking.
I was
awesome
working on it
subject.
with my vocal coach, and he actually, like, when we started doing all the reference stuff, he's really quick at putting some of these work tapes together. And I'm like, he gave me some, like, you want to sing it? You should sing it. It's pretty awesome when he does it. So yeah, but I don't have that. But
I love the idea of it. Fucking hats off to Grandpa's. Fuck yeah.
yeah, that's I'm hoping to get that out by the D-Day is my. My grandfather used to call me every D-Day. Well, I used to call him every D-Day because I knew it was tough on him. So my one grandfather lived in Michigan. He passed away quite a while ago, but his first Purple Heart, he stepped on a landmine, and he went back out again. Actually, was involved in the planning of D-Day for Normandy, for the invasion of Normandy, and he was supposed to bring the maps up the side of the cliff, and he didn't make it out of the boat. He got shot with a machine gun all up the back of his leg and his back, and he laid there on the beach for 3 days. And the people picking up bodies on the beach realized he was still alive.
Holy shit!
And took him home. Yeah.
What a story, man! Wow.
And this is all documented now. It was actually really cool. Last year, I found it online. I knew he did this because my family has a CD, a DVD from years ago when he passed away. Before he passed, the University of Michigan contacted him and wanted his story, and it got filed at the Library of Congress. So you can go check it out at the Library of Congress. His name is John Vandermeulen. That's my middle name, John. I was named after him. But yeah, it's a really interesting story. He tells about how they planned the invasion and how they, I want to say it was Omaha Beach, just north of Normandy, where they planned the invasion and did practice runs before they actually did it. And, I asked him one time about the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan. And,
Right, yeah.
He wouldn't talk about it much, but he just kind of nodded. And, that was how it was.
Pretty accurate, which is brutal in itself.
Right.
Wow, man, the dedication that man showed, not only getting the one injury, but just kept on doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Hats off to him too. Do you have any other shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, so recently I was actually going to audition for the Billy Gray band out here, which is a local musician, and Chris is a big fan. He's played Chicago Hillbilly several times, um, on his shows. And Billy's,
Right on.
kind of. I've gone to see some of his shows now, and he's become a friend, and that whole thing. I don't think it was going to work out with my family and my time, because Chris always likes to make fun of me because I'm so busy with everything.
You
I'm
do
running,
have. You do
I'm
have.
running, I'm
I would
running
pull you
sound
to
for
out.
Annie. Yeah, I'm running sound for Annie's live shows and
Right on.
her open mics, and then I've been running sound for another band called Walkman Effect out here, which is a cover band. So they don't have a lot out there on Spotify or anything, but they're a local
Right.
cover band. Do a great job with 80s and 90s stuff, and
Are they an entity with a Facebook page or something we could go follow, or a
yeah,
YouTube channel?
go check them out on Walkman Effect. Yeah, is their Facebook tag.
Very
Same
good.
thing with Billy Gray. Go check out Billy Gray. And Chris, if you want to play a last song, play one of the Billy Gray songs. There, I'll look it up here. Which one I'm thinking of?
And
I
Chris,
know
I'm
how to
sorry.
play it.
Did you have Chris? Did you have anything you wanted to play or anything as far as that tonight? I apologize. I didn't mean to take us out so fast.
No, I don't have anything to play. We're
Okay.
good. I don't want to ruin the Brian Meulen show with my wannabe music.
Oh, stop it! That you're releasing every day.
Chris, you should play "How About You" from Billy Gray. That's my
All right,
vote.
all right, all right.
It's a badass, especially since we're talking about the military and all that good stuff. It's a killer song. Yeah, like I said, that didn't work out for me. I don't think it was going to work out with my family playing bass for Billy, but I wish him luck finding somebody. Kind of
Yeah.
sucks. I kind of would have liked to have done it, but it is what it is. Gives me time to focus on Brian Meulen.
Opportunities are there. Yeah, opportunities are there. You can't take all of them, but yeah,
Right.
yeah. That sounds good. Yeah, let's check that out.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a video, but I got it on Spotify ready to go. I hope. Is that a cover song of his?
I don't think it's covered. I think it's original.
He said, How about you?
Yep.
Okay. We should be good to go. Yep, there we go. There we go.
Come on! Hell yeah, I'm a country boy, tried and true. Joined the Corps to protect this land. Hey, I'm red, white, and blue. Now I've been called crazy and hillbilly too, but man, I love this country. Now how about you? Cause this world's gone crazy, we don't know what the hell to do. So don't you turn your back on me, and I won't turn on you. We gotta stand together if we're gonna make it through. Cause man, I love this country. Now how about you? What you see on TV, that ain't real life. It's meant to piss you off, keep you awake at night. Now if you hear me, and I know you do, I wanna get back to living, man. Now how about you? Cause this world's gone crazy, we don't know what the hell to do. Just don't you turn your back on me, and I won't turn on you. We gotta stand together if we're gonna make it through. Don't get it confused. You're standing for the ones who fought and died for me and you. Now this world's gone crazy. We don't know what the hell to do. But don't you turn your back on me, and I'll never turn on you. We gotta stand together if we're gonna make it through. 'Cause man, I love this country. Now how about you? Oh.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you for recommending that guy.
Yeah, no, Billy's badass. He's got a very distinct, deep country voice, and
Hell yeah.
yeah, he's blown up the scene here locally. He's got a bunch of awards going on. That's another thing we got going on. We got Annie's nominated for 2 Josies again, so we're
Right on.
to
Congrats,
the Opry for the showdown there.
Oh, right on. That must be a trip.
And she got nominated for Christmas Christmas awards down in Florida. So we got to go down to Florida for a showdown in, I think it's Jacksonville.
Right on, man. Yeah. I know it's not easy to bop on over to St. Petersburg, but
Well, that's still in the cards, John. We usually spend a lot of time in Fort Myers, but we're kind of waiting until it comes back a little bit. So
Yeah.
when they start doing those boat races back down there, maybe I'll be back.
Hell yeah. Congrats, Annie, again. Hell yeah. Right on.
What if we do one more video doing the most recent Annie Vander, The Speed of Love, I think it's called?
Do the Speed of Love, absolutely. Yeah, and so
Sounds good.
Annie and I have a couple of things going on too. We're doing a write this weekend. We're with David Norris, our producer again. We're hoping to get a Christmas song out by Christmas. So we're gonna
Yeah,
put
it's coming. It's
yeah,
coming.
and then we wrote another one back in I don't know, maybe April or May, called Tightrope. Annie and I and David, that should get cut probably early next year.
Sweet. Hell yeah. So Chris is bringing this up here. We'll check that out.
This
Yeah, I
is
got
great.
this one. And I think, isn't there a personal story in this video?
Yeah, so my goddaughter, Tori, is the actress, along with her fiance, Trevor. And this is a real engagement that happened on film on set.
Nice.
Yes. You ready for it?
Yeah, let's
Good.
check it. Let's check it out.
Why would I hesitate when this moment might slip away? Sometimes I can't relate in a world that goes too slow. I took one look at you and I knew what I had to do. We could follow the rules, take our time, play it cool, but you gotta know I'm all in, baby. How about you? Got me falling, baby, over the moon. Tonight the stars are shining, the planets are aligning. Just hold it perfect.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice job, Annie.
that's a great video. That one actually, it did a stunt on ACN, American Country Network as well. So
Right on.
that video,
Oh, yeah.
is probably going to be up for some awards next year. That'll be a cool thing.
So exactly what was going on? The proposal was made.
That was real. That was real. Yeah. Um, so Annie was shooting the video, and you know, he asked to propose on set, and they were going to do it, kind of just acting. But
Right,
he's
right,
like,
right.
it's going to be real. And we all knew it. So that's, yeah, you could kind of see in the one scene, I'm in the background with my cell phone, the video.
That sounds like
We
a
all
lot of
know
fun.
what's coming, and yeah, that was real. So everything you see there was, all of her emotion and everything. That was all real.
Wow. Doesn't get more realistic than that. Hell yeah. And then
No,
again, like we were talking about earlier, they get to have that video for the rest of their lives too. That's fucking cool.
yep, yeah, no, they're really excited that it happened, and that it was all recorded. So it was cool for them,
Right on.
and that's her baby too.
Awesome. Yeah, family movies.
Yeah, very personal.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you, Brian. Appreciate you coming back on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Glad to tell you a little bit about what's going on. I got a few other things going on, but can't fit it all in an hour, right?
You're a man of mystery, man.
Well, like Chris said, I'm just always busy with stuff, and I don't know. I put too much on my plate, which is half the reason I can't get anything to the finish line lately. So
Just so much stuff. Right on. Chris, you got any other shouts you want to give or things you'd like to hear?
hey, thank you everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah, definitely. Hell yeah.
See Mike in there,
Yep.
Emily,
Cuff.
Mama's all over.
I think my main shout out will be to Emily, my future wife.
Right
Yeah.
on.
And
Let's give a
congrats
round
to
of
you too.
applause. Yeah, hell yeah. Welcome, Emily. Glad to have you in our family.
That's right.
Yes. That was a high point of the year. So, it's finally going the good way. You and Brian have known what I've been through this year, and
Yeah, man. And personally, it's good to see you feeling good again, man.
That's right. Didn't take you long to turn it all around, man. I'm
no,
happy for you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Now we all have to get together and party.
That's right.
Fucking A. Woo! Right on. Well, that's a show of Lion Den Roars with Brian Meulen and music.
You don't have any shout outs, Sean?
Say again?
You don't have any shout outs?
Oh, me? Nah. No, I gotta give it up for Mama's Maiden Studio, my beautiful wife, Kimmy.
She did a smack you.
I was just, as we're doing the show here, I turned to her and I said, "Do you realize how much of a part of this show you are?" She gave me that. She's not letting any video of her being on there, but yeah. And thank you, Chris. Thank you, Brian. Again, shouts for the people in the chat. We always love to see you there.
Thank you, John.
Yes.
Right on, man. You're welcome. Very welcome. Well, I guess we'll hit that outro and we'll see you all next Thursday. Do try and make our DPF radio shows on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We got a fairly new, I guess we could still call it new, show on Wednesday night, Turntable Tales, that we're playing an album side and some indie music to bring in and take it out. And Blood Crumb Syndicate, as always, on Mondays.
Actually, Tuesday there will not be a Blood Chrome Syndicate because I have to go down to O'Hare.
And I said Monday. So forget everything that I just said as far as the end of that.
We could do it Monday.
Nah, man. We'll be back in 2 weeks with Blood Chrome. But usually you'll find us on DPF on 8 o'clock Eastern.
Yes.
And safe travels, Chris, on your trip to O'Hare.
You have to go down there Sunday to take Emily down there, then I'm picking her up Tuesday night. So it'll be fun because I hate going to O'Hare.
Are they pretty sticky getting? I've flown in there just a layover, but how are they on parking and whatnot, getting around the place?
You don't want to park anywhere in Chicago, dude.
Just as a general rule.
If you're if you're 10 miles away from Chicago, you're too close.
I'll tell you the story later.
Duly noted, man. We got time for a Chicago story. Anytime you got a Chicago, let's hear one. Come on, man.
So Annie and I spent a Thanksgiving in Aruba um, last year or the year before. I can't remember, but we
Mhm.
came back to O'Hare, and I'm clicking my auto start, and it's not working. Get closer to the car, and the back window of my Durango
Ah,
is blown out. Yeah.
ah,
So I'm like, all right. So I gotta, put the keys in there and just try to start it manually, and it still wouldn't start. It wouldn't do anything. The security system locked it down. But it was kind of dark in the this was in the garage, so I don't. They were trying to steal the whole entire car in the garage.
damn.
But they cut into my wiring harness to try to, you know, start it with the computer,
Yeah.
and they cut into it so badly that it just disabled the entire car. 3 months go by till that was all repaired. So here I
Damn.
was 3 months without a car.
Well, they're doing brain surgery on the thing.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
then you can't trust it after that because it's all repaired wires, and I'm
Yeah.
like, got to get rid of it. So
Sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. Well,
uh,
duly noted. Duly noted. I will not park
I'll give you one
anywhere
more.
in
When I was
Chicago.
a kid, they stole a car out of my church parking lot while I was in church.
Oh, that's cold. That's so cold. Criminal genius they'd never expected.
Right. Living in Chicago life.
Chris, are you okay?
Yeah,
Are you alive?
I don't know what the cat just did.
Tell you, man. Every time they're up to no good.
Yeah. Less than
Uh,
take an Uber to the airport.
great, great stories though, man. Oh, that sucks. Well, Chris, why don't you take us on out?
Sounds good.
Thanks again, Brian. We'll talk soon, brother.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Happy Thursday.